All right. Well, good day, good afternoon to all of you around the graphic world, graphic community. We see you coming in. We see your amazingness coming in as you are making your way into this amazing space that we in. Let us know where you're tuning in from because we like to greet you. We like to see you. We like to feel you. All right. And I am here because I'm excited, first of all, because can I tell you from my background and all that I do in my spaces that I have, this is one of the topics that I'm really, really passionate about. And I can't wait to hear of Natalia and Cassandra go at it. One of the things they're going to be talking about is purpose, along with some other relatable topics to that. And so I'm looking forward to it. If you are looking forward to it, West Philadelphia, Houston, Maryland, y'all, we got some people in the building, Natalia and Cassandra, that's ready to hear your amazingness. So without further ado, let's turn it over to the ladies.
Hello, hello, hello. I'm so happy to have each and every person in the building. You're in for a treat. Drop a one in the comment if you're ready to walk in your purpose. If you know that you're here and you're here on a divine assignment, drop a one in the comment. I'm so excited to have Natalia here with me today. Natalia, you're doing some wonderful things in this world. It may be a small chance that somebody is in this room and they're not familiar with you. So introduce the people to yourself.
Hey, hello everybody. My name is Natalia Nicholson. So I'm here in the UK. I'm in London. So I feel like I sound so different to everyone, but really happy to be here. I feel like it was my purpose to be here today. Let me know how you're feeling. Put an emoji in the chat. Let me know what your internal weather's feeling like. But I'm super excited to be here. I'm the founder of a community called Women in Digital Business, and I couldn't be more happier to be here.
Oh, wow. So glad to have you here with me today. For those who may not know me, you might not know Cassandra. You might be thinking, who in the world is this woman, Cassandra Hill? I'm also known as the transformation agent for Black women, and I'm on a divine assignment to empower and uplift women, but especially women of color, and having that emotional and mental well being we deserve, and also having financial stability as a entrepreneur. Let's get into it. I don't want to take you too much of you guys' time. I know for many of you guys, you might be here and it might be your lunch. So let's get into it and let's talk about what it looks like to walk in your purpose. All right. I want to start with a quote from the late, great Maya Angelou. You can only become truly accomplished at something you love. Don't make money your goal. Instead, pursue the things you love doing and do them so well that people can't take their eyes off of you. All right. So, today, as we think about what it looks like to walk in our purpose, remember when you're walking in your purpose, yes, we all want to have the successful business. We want to hit six figures. We want to hit seven figures. We want to hit eight figures, some of us, But remember that it all starts when you're doing what you love. So, the first thing that's going to help you get to walking in that purpose is your mindset, right? Our mind is so powerful. So, one thing, the first thing that you can do in walking in that purpose, you want to find just 1 hour, y'all. 1 hour. You're going to spend time alone with yourself, and it's a peaceful environment, right? Take out a piece of paper. At the top of that paper, you're just going to write my passion. Whatever comes into your mind. If you think to yourself, this is silly, guess what? I want you to write it. Whatever comes into your mind in that season of stillness, in that quiet space, you write it out. You write it out, because many times our purpose, we know what it is, it's just buried deep inside. And when you get still enough, that's when you get the clarity. And
Mm,
as you get that clarity, the ideas start flowing. So the first thing you're gonna do is use the power of that mind and a pen, paper, and get to writing whatever comes to your mind. Okay. Second thing you're gonna do that's gonna help you in walking in your purpose is thinking about your past. Right? Think about what was you doing, even go back as far as your childhood. I know for me as a child, I can remember I would love to speak. And so I would make a microphone. I would just get some paper, make a microphone, and I would just go around the house speaking, whether it was to my parents or whoever was at that house would hear Cassandra speak. And unbeknownst to me, at that young age, I was preparing myself for what I do now, being a professional speaker. So think back to your childhood. What was the thing you loved doing? The thing you would do, and it just came so naturally. And just maybe you were like me. And when I got older, probably preteen, teen years, I didn't realize that speaking was an option for myself as a career, because I didn't think people got paid to speak, right? So I thought, hey, I better figure out a career where I can earn a living and take care of myself. But think back to what you did, what you enjoyed doing, and it came so naturally. So think back to your past, whether it was your childhood or maybe young adulthood. What was it that just came naturally? What was it that people came to you for? What was that gift? What did it look like? Let me know in the comments, what were you doing in those young days that just came so naturally? All right. So, another thing that's going to help you in walking in your purpose is having a clear set of values. And we know right now, the time we're living in, we're seeing that being played out in real time. What are your values? What are the things you're just not willing to compromise on? That
mm,
is going to help you in defining your purpose. I know for me, I'm a woman of faith. So let's say a brand, I'm an influencer. You guys, you may see me partner with different brands that I feel resonate with me. Let's say someone came and said, "Hey, Cassandra, we want you to promote some shoes that's sold by, they're Satan shoes," and that is it. I saw a commercial for that, and I would be like, "Oh, while you have the right to do that, I'm not a good fit for that. That doesn't match my
mm,
beliefs." So, what are your beliefs? What are the things you're not willing to compromise on at all, that you're just 10 toes down? Because your passion will coincide with your beliefs, and your passion is something from God, in my humble opinion, and He wouldn't put you in a compromising situation. So you might be thinking, "Oh, this is something I gotta do. This is something I cannot say no to." But what's for you, it will align with your values.
mm,
And the final thing you're going to do that's going to help you in walking in your purpose is trusting yourself, right? Because we live in a information age. There's so much information out here. And yes, it's great to learn from experts. It's great to have mentors, business advisors, All that is great. In order to get to the next level, you will need community. However, at the end of the day, trusting your gut, it's a decision. Once you educate yourself, trusting your gut will be the best decision you can make for yourself. You know you better than anyone else walking this planet. And you know your strengths, your limitations, you know all that better than anyone else. So when you trust yourself, you're making those decisions based on where you're at right now. Natalia, I know you're doing some wonderful things. I would love to hear, how did you find your passion?
I was literally just sitting here thinking that, Cassandra. Some people it's really obvious, isn't it? Like, you got a great voice, you're a singer, you're really artistic, you can draw, and your gift is really obvious, and the purpose of why you're here can be obvious. But it's not like that for all of us, and certainly not for me. I always knew that I wanted to help our people. I always knew I wanted to help Black people. I was really curious about who I was. Growing up in the UK, my parents are from the Caribbean, they're from Jamaica. So I'm second generation. So growing up here in the UK, I'm 47 years of age. We're talking now like growing up in the 90s, the 80s, 90s. I always felt Black. I always felt different. I always felt like I'm singled out. I always felt like whether I'm in a classroom, I'm in the workplace, I'm in the community, there's something different about me because of the country that I'm in. And I struggled with my purpose, but I knew I wanted to do something that would rise Black people up. The penny dropped when I was about 14. I think I read the biography of Harriet Tubman. And if I was to be honest with you, that's what helped me find my purpose. So sometimes your purpose can start off with being something really broad. So reading the biography of Harriet Tubman and learning what she went through and learning about our history, it taught me that actually I can do whatever I want to do. So having that helped me a lot. But still, Cassandra, if I was to be honest with you, I still didn't have a true sense of what my purpose is. Like you're just saying, you're right. I had an idea. And unfortunately, at that age, I wasn't connected to anybody like you. I wasn't in any groups or communities, so I wasn't able to really develop that. And as time went on, I went off into other areas, and it's like kind of like, okay, I seem to be the go-to in my family, in my community. People seem to come to me with their problems. People tell me that I'm wise. When I was younger, people would tell me I was wise beyond my years. So again, I'm understanding the things that I'm good at, but I still couldn't grasp like what is my purpose. If I was to be honest with you, I didn't find my purpose until my late 30s. And that's when I realized, okay, actually, I'm at an age where I figured out my gift is being able to explain things to people in a really simple format. So I can take something that's quite complicated and break it down because I'm quite a straight shooter. Don't like BS. So that was my gift. My gift was the ability to be able to storytell and be able to connect with the others. Sorry, everyone, believe it or not, still didn't quite know my purpose. But do you see how it was a process from understanding who we are, understanding who I wanted to help, understanding about myself and what makes me stand out? That's how, obviously how I got into the business I am in now. And then towards my late 30s, that's when I realized that everything that I've learned, I've done in life, I want to give it back. I want to pay it forward. I want to help people just like me. And that's when I realized that my purpose was to help other Black female entrepreneurs because I knew I'd been through some stuff. It would take a long time to go through it, but I've been through some stuff. And it was just being able to pass the knowledge of what I've been through in terms of building a business, not coming from a background where anybody can teach me about entrepreneurialism, business, marketing, taxes, HR. When you don't know, you don't know. When you know, you know. And think for me, that purpose came where I thought, I want to help people just like me. And that's how I launched my business, Women in Digital Business. And off of that, that's how I launched the summit of how we met, Top 100 Most Powerful Black Women Summit, because that's me starting to build a platform of bringing Black female entrepreneurs under one platform where we can connect with each other, create an economy, help each other, and be able to strengthen us as a people. So it's taken me from the age of 14 reading Harriet Tubman Going full circle, getting to my late 30s. I'm now 47 to actually really discover my purpose, and now I'm living it and I'm loving it. But it was a journey for me.
Yeah, I love it. I just absolutely love it. And guess what? I'm right there with you. I'm 45, and I feel like it didn't just all the way come full circle for me until about 42, 43, if I'm just being honest, to where it's like, okay, this is your God given what you will be doing. And you might be thinking, I'm ready to do the work. I am ready to walk in my purpose. You guys, you are definitely in the right place. Graphy has this amazing opportunity with their Power 20 boot camp. If you're an entrepreneur, if you're in this room right now and you're an entrepreneur, um, this may be what sets you to the rocket. The Power 20 Boot Camp is the opportunity. You're going to learn from industry experts.
Experts.
You're going to get access to graphic tools, those tech tools you need, whether it's email marketing, website. We know we live in a digital world now. So if your tech isn't where it needs to be, if you don't have a CRM, if you're sitting here thinking, what's a CRM? It's something, it's a tool that you need to nurture those relationships, those client relationships. You'll get hands on support from the graphic team. And the best part of it, y'all, you will launch in Times Squares. You will launch your service product in Times Squares. I know I've been blessed to have a feature in Times Square in the past, and that type of exposure, it can change the game for you. You're going to get seen by millions of people. Graphy is dropping the link for those who are interested in the Power 20 boot camp. The link for that is being dropped in the chat right now. For those who have graduated from the program in the last 5 months, as you could see, they generated over $1.3 million. Like I said, that type of exposure, it can catapult your business. And you already see the investment for the boot camp. Yes, it is 49 bucks. Get you in the program. Yeah, let me tell you, I've looked into it myself, promoting books and just different things I have in Times Square. And let me tell you, you got to add a whole lot of zeros to that boot camp price to get your brand in Times Square. So if you're ready for that visibility, go ahead, click the link. It's in um, the chat, and be ready to give yourself the exposure you deserve. Give your brand um, the recognition, all the things to have success right now. I know a lot of times, as entrepreneurs, when we get to this time of the year, we think, oh, I'm ready for the new year, and you're already planning for that, and that's great. But you could end this year on your next level. All right. Now, as we think about our purpose, I want to give you some tips on what does it look like? How will you know that this is it? How will you know that I am truly walking in my purpose? The first thing you're going to notice is your drive, right? You will have a drive, you will be motivated. Yes, you're going to have days where you feel fatigue. Who doesn't? But your drive it's going to be on 10 because you know that what you're doing is not about you. It's way bigger than you. It's about the people you're called to serve, and you're going to get up and give 100% every day. When you're walking in your purpose, you're going to have those relationships. Like Natalia just mentioned, she and I connected because of this wonderful summit she's building out. And we connected through that because I'm walking in my purpose of being a
Yeah.
speaker, right?
And I think, Cassandra, as well, when you walk in purpose, you come fearless. I've always hated sales, and a lot of the women that I speak to and entrepreneurs that I speak to hate sales. And it's so weird. Sales is the one thing that you're going to need to be able to put yourself and your business out there to be able to actually make profit. And swearing is almost, sales is almost like a swearing word. We will avoid it. We want to create content. We want to do everything on the internet other than actually speaking and building relationships. Building relationships is what's really going to get you out there and get your business out there. And when you walk in purpose, the fear will go. Because when you walk in purpose, you're excited. You've got great state of mind. You've got high vibration energy. You're focused. You can